think a good subreddit is small dick problems.
Can't say I've ever been on there.
It's really funny. Oh, it's full of incels.
Oh, of
Well,
course
I
it is.
mean,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
that sounds about
There you go,
right.
that's my
Let's
nugget of knowledge. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Hello, internet passersby. Welcome back to Napcast. As always, I'm Rebel Notorious. Joining me is Sean and Melina, and our guest, Manuele.
Hello.
Welcome back. This is your second. You keep talking at the pot filler, but I think it's fallen down from your mic.
Yes, it is.
I just noticed that.
Just quickly
I've been
fix that.
looking at it. I was like, that's a weird place to put your pop filter.
Yeah.
But you do you, pal.
Yeah. I don't think they're important because they're quite far away, but...
Yeah, you're fine.
So yeah, you're joining us again. This has been a full day recording. How's the experience been so far? Before we get into anything.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, fun.
Is this the first time you've been on a podcast?
Yes.
Ah, what a great first impression.
It's just chatting a whole lot of shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we don't really have a plan of what we're talking about, but I have a Reddit post here.
Let's
that
bitch
we're
about
going to start
Reddit.
with.
We have a starting point.
Yeah.
So
It's
this
not a
is
plan.
And it's not small dick problems. And I'm
No.
very
This is from Am I the Asshole? Because I was like scrolling through Reddit, and this is a subreddit I follow, and I saw the update, and it's a full like
360
no, not 360. It's a full like
story.
full second.
Yeah.
Wait, so the first post has been locked? First
Ye-
thread?
I think the first thread,
That's what happens with like after 6 months they just lock.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
but
As
this
an
was posted
archive
25 days ago.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
they
they
just
just
locked
locked
Then
it.
some shit went down.
Oh,
So the title is "Am I the asshole if I tell my friend her boyfriend is planning to propose?"
depends.
Already, I'll
Weird situation.
yes.
Yeah.
Why would you tell them? So we'll
So
find
something's
out.
up.
Yeah, something's up. Okay, so my 27 female best friend, are they 27 female or the best friend 27 female?
If it's right after my, it'll be
Yeah.
them.
Her.
Okay, so
I don't know
they're-
why there isn't
I'm
another one
assuming
after
same
best friend.
age-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my 27. So this 27-year-old female best friend
Yeah.
has been dating her boyfriend, who's a 26-year-old male. So they're roughly the same age. For over 5 years. So they met when they were, 21, 22.
Yeah.
A while back, he reached out to me to help figure out ring size and the setup he could make. So he could make this the most magical day for her.
Romance.
Having known my friend for over 20 plus years, so your entire life, just fucking say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly how she wants her proposal to go. Why are women like this? I'm sorry, Melina.
No, I don't understand this either. Like, I know
is
it's a
very
thing.
weird.
Yeah.
So they're from the
I
States,
know-
I guess? Do they
Yeah,
say?
probably.
I would assume they're from the States. This is
like,
very American
I know
behavior.
there's, girls dream of, I want my wedding day like this. And some people are like that with proposals as well. I guess that's something they've talked about.
Yeah.
What more does a proposal mean? Hey, want to spend out your life together with me? Sure.
And who she wants to be there?
Yeah, like
Just
some-
them?
No, but some people are like, I want it in front of family.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
So I relayed all this information to him months ago via text and over the phone. I even took the time to covertly find and confirm which ring she would love the most. A little
nice.
background, my friend is incredibly family and friend orientated. Okay. And the past expressed to me on multiple occasions, especially during holiday season, that in the 5 years they've been together, he hasn't really made much of an effort to indoctrinate himself into her family or friendships the way she has for his.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right
That's
word.
not the right
to-
word.
Word.
To include.
Entrench.
He's not immersed himself, I think is the
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I do generally like him, I have always felt that he's incredibly self-serving and self-focused.
Oh, boy.
There's some red flags here, but this is
Yeah,
only her side.
like, it could just be he's very shy or something. I don't know, but...
Recently, through a mutual friend, I found out he started a group text between his, emphasis on his friends, and his family to set up the time and date of the proposal. So not hers, just his.
Only his family
Jesus.
and friends.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not a good idea.
He has not only excluded myself, and according to the screenshots I've seen, he's doing everything verbatim I suggested he do, but he has completely excluded her family and other close friends from the event. Oh, this is going to go fucking wrong.
Oh, no.
He is planning on only having his boys and family
Jesus.
present for the occasion, and knowing my friend, this would ultimately break her heart not being able to share this moment with her loved ones.
Oh, my God.
Realistically, it should just be those two. Like,
Yeah.
I say it's a very private moment in case she says no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I understand the just do it you and discuss it prior.
Yeah.
You know, if you've not had the discussions of what do you want to do with your life in 20 years, don't propose.
The thing is, I feel like she's probably told him how she wants to be proposed
yeah,
to.
but he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got heated and called him. So I got heated and called him.
Yeah.
I got a
That
heat.
is that
I
is
got
should
a
be there.
singular heated.
Yeah.
One heated.
At first, he was dodging my questions, then just outright said, "This is my proposal, and I've spent enough time and money to choose how I do it. Just be happy for your friend.
Fuck off.
It's not like you're not coming to the wedding."
But it costs nothing to invite
No,
her family
yeah.
and friends.
This infuriated me, and to make matters worse, I ran into her mom and dad at the grocery store and subtly asked if they knew of any possibility she was getting engaged. They were unaware, and I know for a fact my friend has told him that he needs to ask for her parents, has to ask their parents for their blessing. She's somewhat traditional. I always think that's a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit much,
It's a bit
but-
much, but you know, personal opinion. Some
Yeah.
people like that traditional stuff, and that's fine.
Especially Americans.
Oh yeah.
I'll reference that. Is it the Bruno Mars song? It doesn't matter. What's the line? I'm gonna marry her anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not
Marry
Bruno
that
Mars.
Who
It's
is
the. Oh, it was a one-hit wonder.
That was another guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? I always thought it was
Magic,
Bruno
I
Mars.
think.
Ah,
Just
okay.
magic
Why
exclamation
you
mark.
I
gotta
always
be
thought-
so rude?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
rude.
there you
Yeah.
Don't you know I'm human too?
go.
My friend wears his heart. No, my friend wears her heart on her sleeve, and I can predict how this event will go down when she sees all of his close friends and family and none of hers. Okay, that's gonna.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Considering her previous sentiments about his lack of interest in her family/life, she will 100% see this as being hurtful and selfish, and I know she'll cry. Both of these people sound like a fucking handful. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, the girl. It's. If you get proposed to in front of just your partner's family and friends, you're gonna be very manipulated into saying yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like that might be something.
To make matters worse, the location of the proposal is a whopping 30 minutes from her parents' home.
In the
Whopping.
US, in the US, is not much.
That's
No,
not
that's
much.
nothing for
That's
them,
barely
that's-
anything here.
Yeah.
As
yeah.
well.
So that's why I'm like, is it from the States? So that's why I'm like,
Yeah. Like that's a train journey to Edinburgh
Yeah.
Yeah.
from here.
yeah. So I'm like, maybe it's, I don't know.
Where are they?
He doesn't want
Yeah.
her family.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved in a fight or reveal the surprise, but on the other hand, I feel I owe it to my lifelong friend to help her avoid being hurt and disappointed, maybe even helping her rethink what her future would look like with someone who just doesn't really appreciate what she values in life.
Yeah.
So am I the asshole for if I tell my friend her boyfriend is going to propose? Okay, so there's two edits here. Edit, I did not tell her parents. I covertly inquired if he had spoken to them yet about proposing since it's 5 years, like in a joking way.
Good way to do it.
Good way to do it, yeah. Edit to the proposal is scheduled for this weekend. Oh, it's not long ago.
Oh.
I will give you guys an update on how it goes. After so many responses, I have decided not to say anything and to let things play out. I gave him an opportunity by expressing the need to invite her parents and friends like she's always wanted, and he chose not to. That's on him, not me. Oh, the update has got to be what happened.
Oh.
Yes. So I
So
just wrapping that up, like he is basically disregarding everything he knows she
Yes.
would want.
Yeah. So he doesn't like her family.
Probably.
That's the
Basically,
thing.
yeah.
So
That's fucked up.
I would just let it go, see what happens.
I am nosy enough to be like,
and then
let's watch it play out. But again,
so
I don't
do
have
not-
someone
do
I've
not
known
tell
for.
her.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
like
yeah.
just have it play because
Yeah,
it
and
play
if she
out.
really doesn't like it, that will be for her to know.
Like you need to let this happen because that's the only way that this relationship comes to its like defining point.
yeah,
Yeah.
either she's fine with it or she's like, where's my family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or this blows up, they either break up or they somehow, make amends and they she
This will
expresses
be-
to him
yeah.
what's fucked up.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it looks like she said, I'm not gonna tell anything because you convinced me not to. At least
Yeah,
in that
at the-
comment.
in
Oh,
the-
yeah,
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 because that's
yeah.
the OP.
Yeah. So because
Yeah.
she said like she's not gonna tell them, she's just gonna let it
Yeah.
play out.
Again, I don't. If you have someone that's been like your partner's friend for over 20 years,
Yeah.
and they have expressed, they've told me what they want,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like, no, it's my proposal. I'm proposing, so it's about me.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
because the top comment reads, "Do not tell her," in all caps. As much as you know her and want this proposal
hurts
to go
as a
planned,
friend.
yes.
Yeah.
But
It
you
hurts.
have to let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Play out.
ultimately up to her boyfriend how he wants to do it. If your friend is disappointed, then
That's
that
on
can
him.
be your sign to discuss with her fiance about moving forward. It's
Yes.
not your place to tell her or to intervene at this point. And
At a
it's
certain
not.
level, you've got to
feel
detach
horrible.
and just let it
It's,
go.
it's
Yeah.
not a fun. It would not be a fun situation to be in,
No.
but you kind of can't meddle because
No.
you're then going to become the villain.
Yes, exactly.
And yeah, there's a big long post
Blah,
about
blah,
how
blah, blah, blah.
there's a massive paragraph that's a side note, so we're just gonna
Yeah.
sidestep
No.
that, and we're gonna look
Skip.
at the update. And I really hope this is what happened, because if that's locked, I assume this is because
Something.
she
not-
tells what
Oh, boy.
happens in this update post.
Is this going to be
Yeah.
locked too? It's not locked.
Okay, so to everyone who told me to keep my mouth shut, thank you.
Good.
Oh God.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh,
So
no.
on Saturday, the day of the proposal, I got a call from her boyfriend. He was screaming at me, blaming me. So I seen this update first and seen this and was like, what the fuck happened?
Oh.
Blaming me for not showing up uninvited still to the proposal with her parents because she was upset they weren't there. I was fucking slack-jawed. Of course! Why the fuck is he blaming her? I told him I knew this would happen, and he says, verbatim, you just admitted you knew this would happen, so if you knew the whole time and you actually cared about her, you would have invited them. It's not up to her to
No,
invite
she's
them.
not planning this.
How did this person know that he made a group chat with the
I
family?
would assume one of the boys or one of the family members is like sent it to her because
Yeah.
they've realized how fucked up the situation is if her family member isn't, her family members aren't
doesn't
involved.
say.
Like, imagine the mother-in-law, so the guy's mom notices this, and let's say this girl, knows her lifelong. She'll tell her like, "Hey, I noticed you weren't in this
But
group."
she doesn't say even
I
like,
think she might have said
I
something
was
about a
told,
mutual
like,
friend.
Oh,
Okay.
I think it was
Yeah.
mentioned.
because you always try to find weak spots in stories. 'Cause
Yeah.
everything that's already is fake,
So she
Yeah.
mentioned a mutual friend sent her screenshots, I think, in the last post.
So it's probably
right, okay,
could
okay,
be
yeah,
one of the
probably.
boys.
It could be one of the boys.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a feeling it's one of the boys who has some fucking sense.
Yeah,
I don't see
let's
another
hope so.
female being involved in this friend group.
No, because if there was a female friend that was like, "Yeah, so it's gonna be you guy and my parents," and it's like, and
Yeah, they would have some, input.
criticism.
Yeah. I was... Why is gob capitalized?
Her gob was smacked.
It's a big gob.
And hung up on him. Not even an hour later, I get a call from her asking me to come to her parents. According to her, this is how the situation played out. He popped the question. She said yes, and the people he invited popped out from hiding. No!
Oh
Viet
my
Cong style.
god.
Oh my
That is
God.
worse than them just being there.
Yeah.
She just got fucking flashbanged. Like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
The mom.
Like emotionally flashback.
Also, imagine being the friends being like, "Oh, he's gonna propose, and we're all gonna come out like it's a fucking surprise party."
What if she said
God.
no?
Oh, oh no!
She was bombarded by 4 of his guy friends, his mom, dad, older brother, and his sister-in-law.
Oh.
His parents was holding a sign that said, "Welcome
Oh,
to the family,
oh,
Mrs.
no,
Insert last name." And this is where things
Too
go
much.
downhill.
Too
Oh,
much.
this is where it goes downhill.
Not when they just jumped out.
No.
I didn't know this before, and I thought I knew everything, but my friend doesn't want to change her last name. Oh no.
And she's told him repeatedly.
Oh fuck.
Oh god.
Okay, I can excuse it to being like the mom was so excited, so she
Yeah.
made it.
But
Then
I
it'd
would
be okay.
hammer that point home.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
she doesn't want to change her name.
Yeah.
She's an only child from a Ukrainian family. Oh no. And with everything going on in Ukraine the last year, she's doubled down.
Fair enough.
Of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
When she saw this sign, she joked Mrs. and last name.
Yeah.
I think you mean Mrs. her last name. Everyone went silent until his mom said, "Well, the ring is already engraved." Oh.
No,
First
no,
of all,
no,
putting
no.
your last name on a ring, tacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She takes the ring off and sees Mrs. his last
Oh.
name engraved on the band.
It is
Well.
100% from this manipulate.
Manipulation.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That,
Yeah.
I'm
This isn't the
convinced now.
fucking one ring.
Yeah, I'm convinced that since you mentioned it in like the first post, he absolutely invited his family and like friends as a sort of
Yeah.
peer pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
But then they
They were
surprised her,
hiding.
so
I
it's
know,
not
but
like
maybe
a...
he expected her to like get to this point and she'd see like the banner and she wouldn't like say anything because of the pressure.
No. Like, but if they're in hiding, it's like it's not.
I imagine the
you know.
surprise would only amplify that though. Like she'd get so bombasted she wouldn't even think.
But she said
I don't
no.
know.
No, they
If
only
she
popped out
said
after
no.
she said yes.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So she doesn't know they're there, so it's not like psychological warfare on his
No,
part.
but
So I don't know
yeah.
what he was aiming for with the family being there, because what she said no, did they just like leave? Like what happened?
Yeah, they're like, okay.
Are they all just standing like behind the tree like, oh fuck, what do we do now?
Oh my god, we didn't talk about this.
Then she asked if her parents were coming. He gave every excuse. He didn't have their number. There were too many people
Bullshit.
there. He wanted to keep it
Bullshit.
private and eventually said, this was my proposal to you. And now my family is your family.
No.
We can just send your parents the pictures later.
Worst thing you can say.
Yeah, like, hoping for her having a Ukrainian family, all her family is safe and well.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
If they
100%.
aren't, and he's like, my family is your family now,
That's fucked
That's
up.
fucked
that's
up.
fucked up. Oh my god.
She took the
But
ring off and left.
Wait, I think they Ukraine, but they all live somewhere else.
In the US.
Because they
or
say like
something,
he didn't try to indoctrinate.
Yeah.
So I
No,
think they all
exactly.
live
Because
abroad.
they live her parents live 30 minutes away, but there's probably an uncle or
There
grandmother
could be
that's
like
still.
extended family.
Yeah,
or
yeah, but
something.
that's why
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I don't think she's coming from Ukraine and just
No,
her.
no, no,
It's
no.
like
I don't think so. No.
Maybe you don't know how many generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She took the ring off and left.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when I'm assuming I got the call from him. She went straight to her parents. She
Yes.
asked about the engagement. They were clueless. She then asked if I knew anything. I asked if she was in the right place. She said she was, so I told her I would answer any questions she had rather than dumping her on anything.
Good. Yeah.
She was upset, but thanked me. She was furious when I told her about the call from him earlier and said, does he really think I'm that shallow? She said it wasn't about having a perfect proposal or her parents there. It was about him making the whole thing about himself as always, and she was done feeling ignored and belittled. So this has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a toxic relationship she's been
Yes.
in.
Oh, yeah.
So this was her breaking point. Oh, I feel like it should have been a long time ago.
I mean, yeah, 5 years.
Oh.
She's staying with her parents currently and has been receiving texts from him. The worst one so far is him telling her she has to pay him back for the ring and for ruining his life.
No.
Fuck off.
Oh my god. Right now all I can do is be here for her, and whatever decision she makes, I will fully support, because as you've all helped me realize, this isn't about me, it's about her. Not my monkey, not my circus. What a weird
I like that phrase. That's a good
Ending.
phrase.
Not my monkey.
That ain't my
No.
monkey.
edit. She gave him the ring back when she took it off. I didn't include that because I was at the 3,000 character limit already. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I did not mention that. Edit 2. I did not mention this plan when I originally posted, just in case Rex found this thread. But I can report now that we got a heads up last night that he wasn't at their apartment, so we ran over and got most of her shit out. At least all the really important stuff. To those asking, no, she isn't going back to him. It's over. Fucking
Good.
too right.
Yes.
Oh my god. That was not how I was expecting that to go.
Christ.
I thought the best friend was going to be fucking crazy. Like the
Yeah.
person telling this.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god.
It's very rare though for men to be like, it's my proposal. That's why it,
This sounds like a very manipulative person, and they tend to be pathological narcissists. So
Yeah, so.
my God.
I think this was his, like, he's seen that there is potential that the relationship is going to break down, and this
So
was his.
he's trying to lock it in.
Yes. This was his
yeah.
manipulation into locking her in.
God. Poor girl. I mean, she
disgusting.
made it out.
She did.
Happy.
That's,
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Happy for her.
Blew up in his face.
Yeah.
But basically, OP told him what would happen, and he did it anyway. He fucked around,
And he
and
found
out. Oh my god. Well, welcome to this episode of Napcast, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was horrible.
That was something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My god.
Where do you want to go
I
from
don't
here?
know.
You did this.
I have more Am I the Asshole stuff, if we want to look at that. I mean...
I can give an update on my
Oh,
Croissant.
you can... Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
let's go with that
croissant
first.
journey. I now have the second side of this journey with me as well.
Yes, we have both
Who has had
points of
to
view.
eat
Yes.
all of them.
Yes. What can you say about the progression of my
Croissant.
croissant?
I've never seen anyone so fixated about anything.
Correct.
You have issues.
Yes.
I wanted to ask like the baker she follows to block her.
Wow.
Like, please can you block her? So she doesn't-
Just make her stop.
She's been she. Have you told her?
What?
We can expose you.
You can expose me.
She sent her a message. She sent the baker a message saying, "Can you please deliver the supreme croissant?" But she doesn't do it.
she
Bruh.
does
She never said
delivery.
no.
She delivers for all the other stuff except for those particular
Okay,
croissants.
okay.
So I was like, I want to know.
Bruh.
I know.
You have
But I
issues.
thought, once you make them
Yeah.
or once you buy them, that's it.
No.
No.
Yeah, because you got them. I saw
Yes.
that on your Instagram, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
the next day or something, you had made them again.
I know.
But this time with a twist.
They look the fucking same to
I
me.
know, I like to say because the outside is the same. They were cinnamon roll
Oh, eh.
supreme croissants.
An apple.
That was after that one.
Oh, really?
So yeah, after the cinnamon one went surprisingly well, I was like, what if I make an apple pie version now? So the latest installment has been the
I'm
apple
gonna
pie.
quote Sean to me multiple times recently. You have a problem.
And I've been telling her.
And
Am
now,
I the asshole if I tell the baker to block?
yeah. We can do that right now.
There is
And people will be
literally
like, no, you did good.
there is literally an "Am I the asshole for yelling at my girlfriend to stop fucking eating?"
Just replace eating with bacon.
Oh,
There you go.
I mean, I have promised that after the latest croissant, which went well, it's not because it went wrong. I'm on a month's hiatus from the croissant
1 month.
Oh my god, it's
One
like Lent.
because I am aware it's become a problem.
What's a mouse jiggler?
What?
What the fuck?
What?
My manager
Oh, mouse-
called me with a mouse,
mouse
jiggler,
jiggler.
and put me on a PIP.
For context, we still have the
What?
page up for
Yeah,
Am I the
what the
Assholes,
fuck
and we've
is
just
happening?
read that.
Yeah.
When did I don't remember saving this.
Maybe you were just as nosy. You're like, what the fuck is this?
This is
So
overemployed.
this is from overemployed. I was phoned on Teams. He asked if I had a minute to speak. I said sure. Wanted me to ask about a message he received from their security team. They had sent him an email of me using the caffeine.exe app on my laptop. Got the idea from here the other day. He asked me if I had a business purpose for this, and I was at a loss for words.
Alas for words.
I told him I would just uninstall it, but then he pressed me again as to why I was using the application. And I straight up said, "Is this so your computer doesn't fall asleep?" Then he told me to turn my camera on and we needed to have a more serious discussion. Now, I've always got along well with him,
I think I get
but I
that.
guess we weren't ever very friendly. But this was the first time in my adult life to have been talking to this way, so I just obeyed. I turned on my camera and then he does a share screen and shows me a picture-in-picture he had
Oh.
drafted, went over it with me and sent it over for me to sign. Oh, wait.
It's
Can't
a
be
mouse.
picture-in-picture.
It's a mouse jiggler that jiggles your
yeah.
mouse so your computer doesn't fall asleep, so
Oh,
you are always
right.
active.
Okay.
Okay. Apparently the mouse jiggler was the last straw since I had been missing stand-ups and having thunderstorms and power outages
Well,
since I started.
this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Unless you get your work done,
Yeah.
don't. Like, if you get your work done and you're like, well, I have to be on the clock by all means.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that.
I actually don't know what... I don't think PIP stands for picture-in-picture anymore, because he's drafted it
Yeah.
and then sent it over from the
Yeah.
site.
PIP.
I don't know.
A paid lead. I don't know.
Now I have to
Come
find another
on.
J4.
Like, this is fully on him. Like, you're just not doing your job.
Yeah.
He does say it's because having
Yeah.
thunderstorms and power outages.
Quote
since he
unquote.
started.
So he knows
so he
he-
was
yeah, he's lying.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He just
what,
doesn't
what
want
is
work.
overemployed?
It's just
What's
this-
the Brit is it?
I think it's like if you're like, say you're like a high level coder, but you're being employed at like a low level
Oh,
IT
right.
job.
Okay,
job.
okay.
Okay.
Like, you're overqualified.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's mainly to do with tech bros.
Probably.
I don't know what J1 and J2. Oh, job 1, job 2. So J4
The guy
means
was a
job
J4.
4.
So yeah, they are
Jesus.
overemployed.
You just.
Oh, so it's when people have multiple jobs. That's what it's for.
Right, right.
Why the fuck would you have 4
Why?
Yeah.
This is the economy.
I was gonna say yeah, the economy's shit, but you know,
That's
more
a lot.
jobs.
Like a solid 3 would do.
You get a physical mouse jiggler for. Wait.
Don't be like OP and run an application to move your mouse.
I mean, that was pretty stupid.
To be fair, if he
Yeah.
has a laptop and his worker like checking what he's running on that's fucked up. If he's working from home, they should not be able to do that.
No.
But probably it's for a security reason.
Could be.
Possibly, but if
'Cause
it's his
security
own
can-
laptop,
it's probably, yeah, but they probably monitor what they do on their work
Yeah.
laptop. Like, you cannot have, like, I don't know,
Netflix.
You can't go on
Netflix
Pornhub.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like transferring files from the,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's a big issue because my
I
dad
never
was
heard
in-
of a mouse.
I'm saying all of this, but then, the War Thunder community constantly leak top secret documents just to win arguments over what planes are, not
Yeah, that's
correct.
happened multiple times.
Oh wow.
How many days
Like-
since national security leak?
Hold on.
Is that a website?
I hope so.
How many days until
How
Christmas?
many days since last War Thunder leak? It's now at the point that the Ministry of Defense are now asking if you play War Thunder before they hire you during interviews because it's that bad.
Because
Yeah.
it leaks.
Yeah,
They steal your
they're
They
information,
find it
basically.
to win
they're,
arguments.
they're leaking like classified documents
That
to
is
win.
crazy.
I've officially lost count of how many leaks there have been. Please welcome to the. That's too small. That's too small.
Yeah.
Radar missing bearing control. So basically, it's like to make the planes more accurate or get more like I guess
Yeah.
progress
Yeah.
or prestige in the game. But yeah, that's become like a problem in the War Thunder community recently. So yeah.
Beautiful.
How many days? That remind me of there was a forum discussions. I don't remember where. I remember where. It was like people debating how many days were in a week.
7.
And people get mad like, no, it's 8.
Hold on.
That's from Sunday to Sunday. Look, how
It
many days?
depends,
How many days in a week? Like forum.
Week 4
There was. I know there was a thing. Yeah. But yes, that's it.
Bodybuilders.
Yes, definitely.
Ah, yes,
because
the
it says
smartest.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but you already said Sunday.
Yes, you've said Sunday twice. Doesn't
See,
count.
this guy started like, okay, that's my routine. Yes, it was.
Oh,
from
it's
this
from a bodybuilding forum.
Yes.
Yes, because bodybuilders are,
Are so smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll zoom the page in a little bit. Oh, that's okay. Are
I'm
we on
sorry,
page
but
1?
just-
We
Yeah,
are.
we're page 1.
Full body workout every other day.
I've seen this template of forms before.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a pretty common.
It's a very
common
one, yeah,
verse,
yeah.
Whatever.
Where does the debate about how many days
I
there
think
are?
it's like into the pages.
I think there's a guy that says he writes out his routine. And he starts on
wait, here it is. If I go every other day, I will be at the gym
Yeah,
45 times a week. Is that overthinking?
That makes no sense. There are
Oh,
only 7
it's
days
starting
in a
in
week.
the next one.
If you go over that, if you go every other day, that is 3.5 times a week. Monday,
No.
Wednesday, Friday,
No.
Sunday. That is 4 days. How do you go 3.5 times? Do a
I love
half
how this
workout
is-
or something?
I love how this sounds genuinely like they're both
No,
confused. Like,
either
what do
way,
you
look,
mean?
I don't know
What
if
do you
this guy
mean?
was a troll, but it's hilarious. It gets hilarious at some point.
Because
half
you
a
know when
workout.
you've dug your grave too deep and you're like, well, fuck, now I gotta argue
no,
for it.
this
I've
guy's
been
convinced.
proven
Yeah.
wrong.
This way, I can kind of like I can see a logic in here because it's like with there being 7 days in a week, you do have to end up like
3
going
or
2 days
4.
in a row
Yeah,
at some
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
7 times in 2
2
weeks
weeks.
equals 3.5 times. What?
Genius.
And then full body workouts are good.
Full body workouts are good.
3 times a week for bloody workouts.
The Josh is the main culprit. There you go. That's the thing. That's
Okay,
it.
Joe.
I never
I've
said anything
never-
about going exactly 7 times. What? Like I said, if I go every other day, that is 4 days a week. How hard is that to comprehend? Sunday, week 1, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Week 2, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Yes.
I get that.
But then you start, and then your week 3 would start Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday.
Yeah.
Like his week system
Wait.
doesn't make sense.
Oh, 8 days in 2 weeks. In your terms, 8 times in 2 weeks equals 4 times a week. What?
Also, no brains.
The math makes no
edited it.
sense.
He edited
Last
it as well.
edit.
The numbers
By the way,
don't
this
lie.
is 2008.
2008.
It's not like his.
Oh, this is
Wow.
this is like when forms were
Classic.
king.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, this is forum.bodybuilding.
yeah.
You double counted Sunday. See, people are like, you are
Yes.
stupid.
This is 2 weeks plus 1 day. Did you feel great to
to
math?
math.
I am struggling to understand what the fuck.
He's gonna have like the week planned out, laid out, and you're gonna see what he means.
Plus, your old posted 4 or 5 times a
You're
week.
just gonna neglect
Yeah,
five
gonna
now.
all night.
I'm gonna admit what you're on believe me, you will get a lot of
Rather than like this. Deleted.
double post.
He's not that smart. Are you retarded?
Oh god!
Oh.
Maybe you should look at a calendar. I didn't double count Sunday. My 2 weeks started and ended on Sunday, exactly 14
Which
days.
makes 7 days in a week.
yeah,
7
not
days.
16.
What? Don't you understand?
He was
Eddie?
like, oh no, you don't see it.
Aw.
Oh, what? Where's the calendar?
Where's the calendar, Josh?
I know he typed it out though.
Dude, that's 15 days. Where is it?
There you go.
Oh, here
my
it is.
There you
God.
go.
Okay, count the fucking days.
Oh,
How many days are in
Jesus.
2 weeks? 14 more. And I was saying you train 7 times in 2 weeks, which in other terms is 3.5 times a week. I cannot believe I had to type 3 replies for you to get this. Sunday on, Tuesday on.
I mean, no, this is the rational. This is the logic guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is the saying guy.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm seeing the logic in here.
Yeah.
It's you go 4-3, 4-3.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
1 week is Sunday, Saturday. Okay, yeah, that's still that's the saying guy. Yes.
You tell me how that works out. I see 3 1 week, then 4 the next, which equals 7 in
Oh,
2
no.
weeks. In case you forgot, 1 week is Sunday, Saturday, not Sun. That's 8 days. What?
No.
Oh,
there
yeah,
you
yes,
go.
yes.
There you go.
For me to get this, you're the one who's not getting it. It's simple. Just look at the calendar and count the days. There is 7 days in a week. If you work out every other day, you work out 4 days a week. How hard is that to fucking comprehend? I'll do it out in 4 weeks for you.
Wait, is that his spell calendar?
Maybe it will make more sense. Week 1, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Week 2, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Week 3, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday.
Yeah, but his weeks aren't weeks.
No!
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
His week starts whenever the fuck he pleases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week 4,
And then he
Wednesday,
says,
Friday,
wait,
Sunday,
he
Tuesday.
says, I'll do it out in 4 weeks, and then he writes 6 weeks.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I'm at 4 now. I might as well go to 6 to really bring my point home, you know?
A week is Sunday to Sunday. Oh, no, it's
Jesus
not!
No.
I think you just
Sunday,
don't know how
Saturday,
to
6
count.
days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Sunday to Saturday is only
Wednesday,
6 days.
It's-
What?
What?
What? Do you have 6 days, weeks where you live?
What?
What? 4 times the first week, then 3 the next. I'm right. You're effing.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he is right. Yeah, he is right.
There you go. There you go.
The week is
Sunday.
not
what?
Sunday.
No. Again, sorry. This is the saying guy. This
So
is
this
Justin
is-
and Josh.
he is losing his mind.
He's
A
from
week
Mars.
is not Sunday to Sunday. It's Sunday to Saturday. It's
7
not.
days.
It's Monday to Sunday. You
And then,
motherfucker.
and then,
Exactly.
and then he's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So he's
'Cause
laying it out.
How do
He's.
you do weeks here? Is it Monday to Saturday?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
Like some places do
Yeah.
Saturday start as like the next week, and some places do Sunday, and then some places do
Yeah,
Monday.
like my work, I get a schedule from from Sunday until Saturday. Like that's what the weekly
Ours
schedules
is
are.
Saturday through Friday.
Yeah.
Arizona public schools equals fail. Okay, so I guess the guys from Arizona, not that that
I mean,
matters.
it says Phoenix,
Wait,
Arizona.
wait.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is where it gets.
You don't start counting on Sunday. It hasn't been a day.
Yeah.
You don't start counting till Monday. You can't count
can
the
count
day
the
that
days,
it is.
yeah.
You never take basically.
So you can't count.
So Monday's 1 day,
Tuesday is 2 days.
Wednesday 3,
No, but you-
Thursday 4, Friday's 5, Saturday 6, Sunday 7. Today is Saturday. So how many days till Sunday?
2 days?
Oh my
No.
God! He's actually. Oh Jesus!
I cannot understand him.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what he is. I'm
struggling.
thinking this, but I cannot say.
Yeah.
The thing is, today is Saturday, so how many days until Sunday? 2 days. No, it's only 1 day.
He's really
That's
stupid.
like that is technically correct, but,
Yes, but-
in
He's not
He thinks
understanding
that
himself.
No.
Since
yeah.
it's Saturday, today's Monday.
Yeah,
Tomorrow is not Tuesday because it's in
a day.
today. It's in a day.
It's tomorrow,
it's not
so
one
it's-
day today. From
So, but what he's saying is, you don't start counting on Sunday because it hasn't been a day yet. But what's stopping you from
It's
starting?
been multiple
on, but
days. The Earth
you
has been
cannot start
rotating
on
for a
Monday.
long time.
You can only start at the end of a day because the day hasn't happened yet. You can't count the
and
day.
then Justin had to go like on his terms.
Okay,
So
so
he had to,
Yeah,
he had to
I
think like a
counted it on
child.
my fingers.
I counted on my fingers.
What if time is just a product of human invention?
But the thing is, it's true. Time is a constant.
human-
Time doesn't
human
exist.
construct,
yeah.
But this is bending times.
What do you mean it's
it's a fucking day.
how can you deny the 4 weeks I posted?
posted
Tell me,
6.
smart guy. How many times did you train in 4 weeks? Fuck! Look at your cute calendar. Tell me it's not 14 in 1 month.
You stupid fuck.
I just answered the question.
And my last point.
No!
Okay, so this is Josh again. You don't count what day it is when counting days. I just explained that. If today's Saturday, it's not
Saturday.
2 days until Sunday.
Correct.
No, is it?
This is-
if you get paid every other Friday, you get paid every 2 weeks, correct? That's 14 days. So how is Sunday to Sunday not 1 week? This motherfucker!
Last Saturday was 7 days ago.
So if today's Saturday,
Yeah.
it's not 2 days until Sunday. No, it's 1 day.
One.
It's 1 day. Oh, because he thinks, because today,
Yeah.
it's not a day.
No.
So it's 1 day.
Because today
It's not
hasn't
2 days.
happened yet. Because today hasn't happened yet. You have to count. Today is a
I don't
day,
know, okay,
and
so
tomorrow.
The
So
reason
2
why
days.
I know about this, because I know a lot of like the stupid internet stories.
Yes.
And I don't know how it ends. I don't know if I
Does
go
it?
bored.
I answered the question in my last post. No, you didn't.
At some point, it's just the two of them posting, and then we got problem child chiming in.
Wow,
strong intelligence in this thread.
You explained that you didn't feel like you should be
Canada Day, which is not a reason. Can I just state, by the way, we need to post this forum
We
in the
do. I
description
will link
for
this in the
anyone
description.
listening to get it.
Answer my question. Go up to that calendar, start the workouts on the first, mark X day on every other day till the end of the month. Repeat your findings.
Report back your findings, genius.
It's research. It's a
Oh no,
research.
the
So we
Josh
got-
is still here.
Oh, God.
Look, we're now in an age of internet where Josh would stop
Oh.
after a message and be like,
No, this would be worse.
100%.
This would be
It goes
worse.
into math. It's like math. If you have,
it's like math. It's not math.
if you
It's
have
like
4
math.
and you add 3, that gives you 7, not 6.
If you start counting at 4 and add 3, you're counting at 5.
What?
So you would not be 5, 6, 7, not 4, 5, 7.
He's comparing additions to the days. Okay?
That's not how that works. I have a feeling you're so mentally R-word that we need to take the weak lingo
And go to numbers.
See, but he's not-
Reject weeks,
he's not
return
gonna-
to
'cause
numbers.
Uh-huh.
Justin has the fair challenge. Go to the gym every other day, mark on your
the calendar.
Uh-huh.
And see how many.
to show us your findings.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's gonna do it.
Do what I said above. Tell me how many times you train in 4 7-day weeks, aka 1 month.
He has to specify.
Unless it's February.
Don't get me started.
What if it's a leap year?
But this month, March, that we're recording in, has 5 weeks.
That's not okay.
Use the calendar for your R-word eyes to see the truth.
Gosh, no.
I took the week out to make it more simple for you.
Could you-
It's a hard time comprehending simple. You're the one.
If you work out every day for 31 days, that's 16 days in a month.
4 days a week.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
I
I feel like I need a calendar.
But that then adds up to
anyone get me a
32
calendar?
weeks. That adds up to 32 days.
I know it's 15 and a half. We should make 7, which would make, not 7, but
Okay, so there's
really-
5 pages
Can
of
you go to the
this.
last
I really
can you go
hope
to the
this
last page
Josh-
and see if we got a resolution or
I really hope this
Oh,
Josh
more people
lost
got
the
involved.
Josh
Oh
fight.
my god.
what a fucking day.
Oh, we got Justin 27 back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift
Shut
your
the fuck
penis
up,
an
Bob.
inch. That will make you. How have I been proven wrong?
Let's dissect this, pal.
I'm patiently waiting how.
Because people, of course, are piling on him
Oh,
now.
Josh is
What
still
did I
active.
start? Anyway, after 5 pages, I only received 1 answer to my original post. Nice. My point was proved by smarter people. If you take a single week, not 2 weeks, just a single week and work out every other day, you can work out 4 days a week. I mean, in
That's
isolation,
Sorry.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then the second week starts on the Monday.
You're
If you do
forgetting the
Sunday,
second
Sunday.
part of the post. Currently cutting, starting weight, 25 pounds, 25% body
No,
fat.
this is his signature.
That's-
Yeah,
signature.
yeah.
That's his
That's
signature.
on
I just
every-
noticed it now.
I just noticed it, yeah.
Yeah, so on the end of like every post that he makes, I don't think there's another one on this page.
I think this is one of the. It's so short, but it's one of those like forums that people know.
Yeah.
Like the funny
see, like,
threads.
so this Vermonta person has all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us by Gandalf the Christ.
That makes no sense. There are only 7 days in a week. If you go every other day, it's 3. Yeah. That's good, Stevie KM3.
So I think that's back to the start of the post.
Oh my
Tune in
God.
next time.
We're back at page 1 already.
Yeah.
Tune in next time when we talk about half A presses and how we get those.
Yeah, because wait, hold on. So it takes the Josh 7 posts to appear, and he's not the original poster.
Nope.
No, he replied. He
He
replied.
started fucking chaos.
Yes, yeah. That is 4
Can I
days.
just state, by the way, the original poster I've just seen has been banned since this forum.
Probably because it started this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banned.
Banned.
Wait, this guy's from Arizona. Is the other guy from Arizona too?
Yeah.
There was
Josh
another
is-
Phoenix,
Josh is-
Arizona.
Oh, right. This guy's from New York.
So
Mindless.
mindless for.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Phoenix,
Josh.
Arizona.
Yeah. Where's
Maybe it's the
Justin
same
from?
person. Maybe
Maybe
he had
he
to
got
represent.
banned
He got
'cause-
banned for the post.
Yeah, and then he had to come back. They do have the same default profile.
Oh, yeah, it's him. It's him. If I
Yeah.
go a bit
Yeah,
late, it would be
it's
410.
him.
Oh, that's
Ah.
why I was like, it's too much of a coincidence.
He got
from
banned.
Arizona.
Ah, so he got banned and came back as the Josh, and
Yeah.
he's still
It's
not
been
banned.
No.
Yeah. Registered user.
Where is Justin from?
Oh,
it doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
No.
Time to grow.
He's
Time
in
to
the
fuck
bulking.
off.
He's in
Oh yeah,
bulking.
he's bulking.
It's time to stop. What the fuck?
We're calling this episode Forum Discourse, by the way.
Oh yeah.
There are
What
so
was
many
the
funny
Reddit
threads like this.
thing? Because we found this on like a Reddit post, and I want to see what they said about it. Most on a Reddit post, hey guys, can you critique my new workout, my new routine? Sunday legs, Monday chest and tries,
I thought tries were tits.
Tuesday back / biceps, Wednesday shoulders, Thursday legs, Friday chest / tries. Okay, what I like about this routine is that I get to work out 8 days.
Oh, wait,
There we go.
I think this guy is like taking the piss.
Oh, yeah,
I think,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, I think it's a comment we missed.
Yeah, this one's my favorite. That's terrific. You have a lot of money. Can you lend me $800? I'll pay you back $100
Every other day for 2 weeks. How cool.
I'm
so annoyed.
I'm so annoyed. Les post is from the Josh.
I just got to the end. We find that the idiot. We need to find that idiot and correct him if he's not.
Wait a second. Is this from r/funny? Oh no.
This is from r/scenes from a. Huh? What? No, that can't
That's
be
the
right.
subreddit
No,
of the
new
month. That's a
subreddit
different thing
month.
entirely.
Oh.
Yeah, this is from r/funny. I think.
That's from 8 years ago, by the
Oh
way.
my god.
Oh.
Wow. So yeah, I'll post both of these in the description for this episode because you need to read that yourself. That's
Hold on,
fucking
if that
hilarious.
Reddit thread was 8 years ago, that means it was like 2015, 14, which means they found it on like.
They found it like 8 years
I
after.
think, yeah, but I think a video came out about this. That's
Oh,
what I
God.
know.
Oh, someone's
A
reading that.
dramatic
I think
reading.
Like
you know,
that.
Yeah,
this is-
yeah.
you know Wang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think or maybe some
Sorry.
other guy. I don't know. I follow. I don't remember. But that's how I know all this bullshit.
Man, I gotta save that just so I remember to post it.
It reminds me of the fucking Simpsons debate on what did Ralph mean when he said he dreams of being a Viking when he sleeps.
What is the debate?
So like the context is that like. So Ralph is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Ralph
yeah.
Wiggum,
Yeah.
the character, is fucking stupid.
Is it the Josh? Let's say it's
Yeah, he's the Josh.
He's the Josh.
So
If I work
at
out
one point,
every
Ralph
day-
says something stupid in an episode, and the teacher says, "Ralph, just go to sleep" or something. And
Oh, yeah.
And he just goes, "Sleep. That's where I'm a Viking." And then he just falls asleep. The debate is, what did he mean? Does he dream of himself being a Viking when he sleeps, or is he so good at sleeping that he's a Viking at it?
What?
Ah.
I think he dreams of being a Viking.
I think he
Yeah,
dreams
yeah,
of being a
every-
Viking. That's
The vast
sensible
majority of
reading.
people think that he means he dreams of being a Viking when he sleeps.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
But there's a significant minority of people who are absolutely convinced, it means he's so good at sleeping, he's a Viking at
What's
it.
the sense? Did he say I'm a Viking at it?
No, he said, "Oh
I
boy,
can be
sleep.
a Viking.
Oh boy, sleep. That's where I'm a Viking."
See, it doesn't say I'm not a
Ah.
Viking at. Sleeping.
Ralph Wiggum,
No, I think
Viking.
I think you
It's
can
gonna be
read it
the-
both
I'm-
ways.
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
Viking.
someone who went into it also found that it depends on like the language that it was dubbed in or
Ah.
subtitled in as well.
Simpson Mysteries.
Because I think like the
What's
German
the
dub
joke?
did
Oh,
sort
boy,
of change
sleep.
it to something like
That's
that.
where I'm a Viking. Yeah, that's what he says.
Oh boy, sleep. That's where I'm a Viking.
And then he falls asleep.
To be fair,
I
looking
can
at
actually
it- looking
understand,
Looking
yeah.
at it like this, it makes me think there's like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm good at sleeping.
Yeah,
If you think about it, it's understandable.
Because he says where. That's the confusing part. If he said when I'm a Viking,
That would make
then
sense.
it would be like
100%.
undebatable.
Yeah.
But where could refer to that, like the sleep is the area
Where
in which he
at.
is the best
Yeah.
at.
The discourse almost it looked like it was going to wind down when they got someone who actually wrote the episode or was in the writers' room on like Twitter and said
They trusted a Simpsons writer to answer a fucking question like that.
it's Simpsons fans. We've got nothing else to go on. But
What
yeah,
season
and
is this
to season 4, I want
Alright.
to say.
Oh, it's early.
Yeah. So, but you good there?
Yeah.
Stop.
But like the person in the writers' room said, it was always what I thought was like we meant that he dreams of himself being a Viking,
Viking.
because Ralph isn't that deep.
Yeah, he's not that
Yeah,
smart.
see, you have
That was until that was until either someone in the writing room or like a producer or whatever said, when I heard the joke, I thought he meant that he was just that good at sleeping.
How are
See,
people that fucking
it's-
dumb?
I don't know.
I think it's a bit ambiguous, but
Yeah.
this it's up to you.
The thing is,
He's a fucking Viking when he dreams. There.
If someone in the writing room at the time got confused over that line, they should have brought it up and they could have changed it to when.
That's why I'm a dream.
No, but the
that's
thing
why I
is,
dream I'm a Viking. or
It
something.
probably went, you should say that I'm Viking. Oh, yeah, that's funny. But people think it's funny for different reasons. So they're all like,
Yeah.
ha 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 ha. It's like, oh, everyone's ha 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 haing. We all understand.
But usually some person in the moment is like,
What does that mean?
what does that mean? Yeah. Like, because
It could be a situation of where they're just like, oh, it obviously means that. They didn't even think of the other
Yeah,
possibility.
yeah. Everyone's like, well, of course.
at least one person has to have heard that and gotten confused over the meaning of it.
Probably.
And in the writer's room. And then at that point, they should have brought it up
Oh, yeah.
and they should have clarified the line because that's how the writing room works.
But then they're like, we're clever, and we're not gonna say.
No, don't say. Just cause havoc online. Why? Why say?
But like that writer said, Ralph isn't that deep.
No.
Could he be?
No.
No, he's not. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Sean, you must be so happy.
Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. The moment
did
the
I
8
ever
days a
tell
week
you-
thing came up, I was like, how do I segue into this?
Did I ever tell you about the writing process of like the Simpsons movie and how like when deciding about like, you know, obviously there's the opening scene where Bart's like skating through the town
Oh, yeah, yeah.
naked. And they had to
In
like
context, it makes little sense either.
yeah. and they had to decide on what size his penis would be because there's obviously the section where it goes
The
through.
joke, the whole
Yeah,
joke is that they
chip.
censor the whole thing up until the very
Yeah.
end, where they censor everything but his,
but his
you know.
his yeah, and so they
Weenus.
had to like decide what size is it going to be so it's
Well-
funny but not creepy.
Exactly.
But
Because, you know, he's
8.
10.
He's 8.
He's
He's
10.
10, yeah.
Lisa's 8.
So I mean,
Imagine
I'm
being
not- I
there
can't
like
speak from
6 guys
experience.
around a computer going, that's too big.
yeah, yeah.
and no one wants to say, oh, that's
that's
too
good.
big.
Yeah,
If I think about myself,
Yeah.
yeah. How do we judge this?
Like you can't look up reference material for that.
no, you gotta think
Yeah.
about
Laws
your
against
past.
that.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you've got to go off of. And then the discussion of
Or hopefully
this-
someone has like a baby around that, not age,
I-
but like
yeah.
you know, because when you're changing them and stuff like that, and you can kind of work from there and go.
I don't think you should continue this.
No. The funny thing is, in some regions, this got censored anyway.
Yeah. They did.
yeah.
But the MPA was fine with it.
Yeah, yeah.
partly,
America was surprisingly fine
despite
with
the
it.
MPA
I do remember.
being puritanical as fuck.
I do remember in like the movie commentary or whatever, they do mention that like they had a joke that if it did get censored, they would just put like a box over it, over like the stuff that says only available in the European version.
I'm surprised it even made the cut, like in the UK, because they're kind of weird about that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
as well.
it can be.
I mean, it's animated.
From what I
helps.
remember, this movie got a PG.
Really.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did. You say that, but then there's been stuff refused certification in here because it features children, like people who could be construed to be children.
Yeah.
like being sexualized in a sense. It's mainly pertains to anime nowadays.
Ah.
It's a demon. It's a 5,000.
Oh, you don't
And
get
I put
it.
it
You don't
in
get
air
it.
quotes because like I don't know what show. Like I haven't seen
Yeah,
the show
yeah.
that they're talking about.
Yeah, it's a PG.
Yeah, that's always baffled me. It baffles me that The Simpsons is like a family show, quote unquote.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm also like, really? We can get away with that?
Yeah.
My
it's-
parents let me watch this.
It's
Why?
the adult animation show every kid watched, and
Yeah.
no parents
Yeah.
gave a shit about.
But like there were some families who sat down and watched it together.
Yeah, my family. Not like, oh, let's sit down and watch The Simpsons. It's more, hey, The Simpsons is on. Let's watch that.
Yeah.
And no one had an issue with it. But like Family Guy, South Park, my parents were like, no!
I think it might be
No!
because those shows were around. They were like, "Oh, this is very tame compared to what
I
it
guess.
could be." But I don't know. That's me trying to rationalize it.
Yes, as the Simpsons fan in the room.
Exactly. Every weekday at 6, I watched it on Channel 4.
Oh yeah, because it premiered on Sky and then got reran. on Channel 4.
Well, it originally started on BBC Two, way back.
Did it? I mean, that's
No,
when,
it did.
That's when neither of us would have been born.
I know, but that was like way back. Then it was on Channel 4, and it's still on Channel 4.
Didn't it premiere when there was still only like 5 channels? Because it was it the late 80s or early 90s?
Early 90s, really.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Because I think Sky was 95 or something like that. So it
Yeah.
probably would have
And then-
started when.
I think it was around the time, I want to say the Simpsons movie, because on my Simpsons movie DVD, they advertise only on Sky premiere new episodes. So I want
Yeah.
to say it was around then.
I always remember it being on Sky when I was a kid.
I never had Sky, so.
Fair. This is a weirdly specific conversation that neither of you. Will.
I've been watching The Simpsons actually.
Yeah.
I always think about putting on in Disney Plus, and then I see there's like 30 seasons, and I'm like,
Yeah, no,
"Ah."
just have to
okay,
go-
okay.
I've been just doing season 5 to 7. That's what
I'll tell you the best way to cut it out. Ignore
everything after 9.
ignore everything after season 9, and also ignore everything before season like 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've been doing. I've been watching
I've
4 to
seen
9.
the first season in full, and like in the first few seasons, there's like some good episodes.
Because like the first 2 seasons, I like them, but to people who aren't Simpsons fans, they're very much beta. Tests
Yeah, and the
of
animation
Simpsons.
is rough. To say
Very
the
long.
least.
Especially in
wonky,
season
yeah.
1, because they were just making up as they
I
went.
think they only had like 3 animators at that point as well,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Wow,
But
yeah.
season 5, it's crazy because it's all the memes. That's where they come from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Season
really?
5.
It's
yeah.
it's that sort of golden age of like seasons 4 to like 8,
Yeah.
where all the memes, or
Oh,
the vast
okay.
majority of memes come from.
Yeah, because they kind of everyone agrees that at some point the Simpsons stopped being good. Quote,
I
unquote.
still-
They jumped the
it's-
shark at
yeah.
this Skinner
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
That's what
I
people
feel
say.
like
and
I
think it's
want to
true.
watch all the way through it though.
I think I want to wait until it's done, whenever that may be.
I think
And
if
then
we,
that way there's
to
an
watch
end.
The
years from
Simpsons
now.
now, where
I think if
Homer
we start
tweets,
now-
I'm like, ugh.
if we
This is
start
the weird
now,
thing, is
we
like
do.
because the Simpsons has like a floating timeline now, where like originally Homer grew up in what, like the 50s or the 60s,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
now it's like there's clips of him being young
It's
during
weird.
the time of
It's-
the Back to the Future.
But it's the
thing.
Yeah.
problem. It's a problem with comics. Like at some point, Frank Castle has been in all the wars
Oh yeah, that's right.
because they've been
Yeah.
running for so long. At some point, you just have to stop, or
Yeah.
just say
Yeah.
it's still the '90s, guys. It's '96. You
I
know,
think that's like the.
Because like Punisher went from like the Vietnam War to
Vietnam,
Iraq to-
Afghanistan,
Yeah.
Iraq. Yeah, yeah.
I guess that's like the. I guess the upshot of comics is that there's like independent runs, so it's like
Yeah, and they retcon stuff every 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
So it's
so
like, oh,
continuity
the
is
Vietnam
always just a
War.
bit
No, that
fluid.
was actually an experiment or some shit. But
Yeah.
with The Simpsons, I think they should just say it's 98. And that's our life, and
Yeah.
we're 10 and 8 forever, instead of having Lady Gaga and this fucking bullshit.
that's like
I feel like the fundamental problem. We're going into a big Simpsons tangent.
yeah.
I know,
I
but
got something else I'm going to bring us off of this. With,
the
so-
fundamental problem with what I know about the newer seasons, not the super newest ones, because there seems to be a small sort of renaissance going
Yeah,
on.
I've
Because
heard
the Disney
that.
Plus
I've
seasons
I've
are
heard
apparently
the latest ones are not as shit as like
yeah.
20, the early 20s.
That's not what I expected when Disney bought them over.
Same.
No.
Apparently, it's not like another golden age, but it's just a sort of uptick again.
Yeah.
It's an okay.
Yeah.
It's an okay time.
Silver Age.
Yeah, but where was I going with this?
I don't know. You
I
brought
lost
it
my
up.
point.
There's been an uptick in the.
I completely lost my point.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, let us know when you have it.
I'll figure it out. My ADHD brain just completely shut down.
To sort of go slightly on a tangent from like the whole, set in like multiple different times because The Simpsons kind of never stop.
I remember my point.
Go.
Okay, the fundamental problem with some of the newer seasons is that they always stick back to the status quo, like religiously. Like they're
As
not,
in-
Yeah.
none of them are allowed to change at all. And I feel like the show would just get a lot better if they were allowed to change some things on a fundamental level. Like
yeah.
I brought it up with you once. Age Bart and Lisa like a couple of years up for like a season
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least, just
Yeah,
to try
yeah.
that out because they're running out of jokes.
They should just
Exactly.
end it. I don't know. Like,
Well, yeah.
they're not doing.
Maybe do a
great,
final
like,
season
Yeah.
where they're
like creating
grown
s-
up.
yeah.
Have a definite end is like
Yeah,
the
'cause
ideal
they're-
thing.
I was like,
but
okay, season 30. What season are they now?
it's
30,
32.
32.
Yeah,
33.
they should just stop at 30. Like, it's a nice.
I mean,
Way
that's
to end
already
it.
too much.
It's
but-
too much. It's like,
yeah.
How
that's
many
it.
episodes are there? Like 800.
A lot.
So still not
Around
as much
it.
as One Piece,
It's like
but
20,
We're getting
26
close
per
to
season?
1,000, I think.
Jesus. How many per season? 25?
It's about 20. It depends on the season. I think they're
Yeah,
getting
right.
shorter in the most recent ones, but it usually is around 20.
Okay.
so many fucking episodes.
Too
No,
many.
but there is nothing to say. It's
Yeah.
almost like having Marge saying, "I'm voting for Hillary Clinton." I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Oh, you know what the worst part is in the latest seasons, the voice actress for Marge, like her voice is
I know, and then
straining.
Yeah,
actors
that's
die.
a lot
of the
actors'
Krabappel,
things are-
she died.
Yeah.
And then of course Apu, it's not a thing because it's like
Because,
nope.
you know.
Oh yeah, they've replaced his. Well, it was.
Oh, they just removed him, I think.
Well,
Did they just remove him?
Well, they could have just
They
had like
I think they removed him, but they've changed some of the voices to some of the other characters
Okay.
who are like not voiced by like Caucasian like actors
Yeah.
who weren't Caucasian
like
characters.
Carl, Lenny.
Yeah,
No, he was a
Carl,
black
Dr.
one.
Dr. Hibbert. His name is Dr. Hibbert. He's been changed as well to like an actual black voice actor, which is I'd say a good thing.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it
but-
maybe shouldn't be a
it's-
white person voicing him.
Yeah, but you know it's still a bit weird. to get
Yeah, I
used
can
to.
imagine because it's been 30 years of
Yeah.
that one voice.
Yeah,
Simpsons
it's a
is-
bit weird.
Yeah,
It's kind of like if they replaced Chef's voice actor in South Park rather
Yeah,
than killing
yeah.
him off. It would have been really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best way for them to just end it is have a
but
season where they
It,
grow up.
It was.
Yeah.
The
And
then they're
The
done.
Simpsons
Yeah, yeah.
was a nice picture of the end of the 80s, beginning of 90s, and the family dynamics. If you watch it now, it's like that's me in 90.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And now it's like they have nothing to say. They're so out of time. They're not.
yeah.
It links back into sticking to the status quo because they don't want to change that, but at the
So
same time, society has changed
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
the 90s, but they're stuck there.
God.
This conversation is progressively becoming like less that me and Melina can contribute
Sorry.
to.
Sorry,
Look,
but how many days are in a week?
fundamental point.
Four.
If you watch The Simpsons, just go from like seasons 3 to like 9.
Okay. On the whole kind of like time thing, I've been watching Narcos. I started watching it last night. I've watched like the first 3 episodes, and it's good. I'm really enjoying it. But they keep using technology that was not
Available.
available in the
Is it the
80s.
70s? The 80s?
It's the early 80s when like Pablo Escobar was
Alright.
just coming up because it tracks his like rise to power and stuff.
Oh look, it's my iPhone. I'm calling Escobar.
Look, it's like the second episode, because the first episode kind of like explains who Pablo is and you know his backstory and stuff, and then you see the DEA agent that you kind of follow arriving in the second episode, and he goes into the airport and they like take him in to the side and they're like manufacture this whole thing to take his passport so they can get his details and that way they know who he is because they've been paid off, and they just like fully just pull it like a digital photocopier and just scan it, and it's like
Yeah.
zoomed in and you're like,
I don't think so.
that's not right. That's far too new.
Yeah.
And then like there's another scene that tipped me over the edge to messaging Sean about this, where Pablo Escobar's doing like a what they call a rally, like a political rally type
Yeah, like
thing
a rally.
In
And he's-
Mexico? Or in the US?
in Colombia
Oh, it's Colombia.
because
sorry.
he was like a congressman for like a day.
All right.
And so like he's standing there and he's got the microphone in his hand and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, the Shure SM58's been around for a long
It
fucking
was a
time.
SM58.
I was like, that's fine. That's been around since the 60s, but I'm like, that
true.
is a brand new model. I was like, you can tell because the Shure font is fucking massive
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it says
yeah.
SM58, and it did not used to look like that. I've seen too many music videos from the 80s to know.
I purely it links in with the other conversation because I replied to this in a Simpsons gif of
You did.
nerd.
Yeah. It's just so many anachronistic things. And then I went on the IMDb and like looked at the trivia, and it's like people pointing out other things. And I'm like, why did you notice this? Because one of them was like in the second episode, a hooker puts on a thong, and thongs were not widely available until the 90s. And I'm like, I'm sorry, how the fuck did you know that?
There's a guy that worked all his life in thong
Research, dedicated research.
Yeah. That's weird. It's like what is who was wearing denim in was it Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones?
Oh God, I don't know.
There was a thing someone spotted denim
Oh.
I mean, it's probably from an extra or camera
or a
crew,
camera
isn't
crew,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the
That-
Starbucks coffee.
that was
Oh,
That was
Game
Game
of
of Thrones.
Yeah.
Mandalorian actually did this one time with like some guy got caught with denim jeans, like a
Maybe,
character.
maybe
right.
that's it.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think it
that's
was-
the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's made up action figures of jeans guy.
There was someone tried to do the same thing at The Last of Us, where there was like a shot, like an overhead shot,
I
looking
think I
at a
remember
bridge,
this, yeah.
and like just in the corner next to the bridge, you could see like some of the crew, but they're in white, and there's snow all on the ground. So unless you zoom in,
Yeah.
you can't fucking see it.
Yeah, I saw a headline. Another inaccuracy spot. I'm like, oh God, what happens? Well, if you zoom in on this
Go
image
into this
all
pixel.
the way
I was
to
like,
that
I've just
corner.
watched this episode. I didn't notice anything, and then like they zoomed in, and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, fuck off. Is there any
Movie fun.
movie fun? Yeah. Any other weird, random fucking things we want to talk about?
I want to make white chocolate biscuit
Stop.
cookies.
Okay, let's talk about small dick problems. No, I don't want to.
I thought you said you wanted to make
Yeah,
chocolate biscuits. I'm like, what?
I want to bake.
Oh, bake.
I heard mate as well. So like you've got them in like a pen and you're trying to like just.
No. White chocolate.
It's like Pokemon
and biscuit.
breeding.
That's my next goal.
Okay.
It will not go
I thought
well.
you were giving up on
No,
all
we're
this.
giving up for the croissant thing.
If you're
for a
just
Oh,
month.
so you're moving
substitute-
to something like. Oh
If
my
you're
God.
substituting an addiction with another addiction, all you've got is another addiction.
Sounds like life, baby.
This is like if I stopped playing Final Fantasy 14 and then just started playing Elder Scrolls Online.
You would,
Or,
though.
or World of Warcraft.
But you would.
I wouldn't. I've tried both of those games and I don't like them.
Yeah, those are not the games I would have told you to play.
No.
Or guess you would have played.
But yeah, just move from addiction to addiction, you know?
That's not healthy.
You have a problem.
No.
Yes.
intervention.
You need
You've
one.
been saying this ever
been
since I
saying it.
started baking.
We'll get
I'll go get the banner.
This
There
is
you
the
go.
moment.
That's it.
This is it.
Well,
I'd say
you'll
it's
just
already
walk
well
in,
done.
we'll all be like standing in the, we had to do it. So
I mean, that is the way I would like my intervention to go.
yeah,
We're going to have to do it.
we need to have a talk.
We do the intervention. You're like, at the end, you're like, I don't care.
So, your point?
You would stop for a day and then you would just go back
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you always stop baking. And it's like, oh, okay, fine. So, you don't want to have what I bake? And you're like, no. It's not my point. It's not my point.
This is a subtle way of telling you that you're not a good baker.
How dare you?
No.
How dare you?
That was not convincing enough.
Yeah. Big oof.
Fine. No more baked goods for you.
Bacon to goods.
Baked goods.
Okay.
Before this turns into a domestic.
Yeah, we should probably end the episode.
Yeah. So,
Oh, fucking
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, we
Oh,
went
God.
from how many days? No, we went from someone ruining
Someone
their relationship
Yeah.
yeah.
to how many days are in a week?
Can we just call this episode Discourse? With a little bit of Simpsons.
Discord.
Discord discourse.
So, thank you very much for listening to this episode of Napcast. Thank you very much, Manuel, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome back anytime you want.
Thanks.
Open invitation.
So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye.